Testing sound. I know that's good.
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here? You don't stand a chance against it on your own.
Maybe not. But that's not going to stop me from trying.
You idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
We'll see about that. All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about. So if getting to them means taking this thing on, so be it!
Unbelievable.
Bring it on! Here I go! All right, let's do this! Here I go! Ha! Let's move! Ha! Let's move! All right, let's do this! My turn! Ha! Let's move! Ha! My attacks are barely putting a dent into it. We're so close to Ymir too.
I'm talking about Cameron.
Hey, what's
I
correct?
didn't realize because I wasn't looking at the party.
Oh, did he join his whatever friends?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I think he just left.
Actually, can you hear me?
I'm
Oh,
not using
okay.
anything at the party unless it's private. Like here, can you hear me? I forgot what Akira's name on Discord is. Glenn or something?
Oh, I can get it from there too. No, I should play Xenogears.
If I'm not 50 Mirror Gaming. Or are you Kazuma? I don't know. Let me check.
I'll get no cutscene. Wait, what?
Check his Discord like that. Gonna have to tell me what you. Oh, Greg. You might be Greg.
Whoa. I don't know about yourself. Oh, on Discord, 50 Mirror. Oh. That's pretty cool. Alright.
I told you this would happen.
Actually now it's working. That's kind of weird. I switched it to chat audio and now it's coming through. But if I switch it to all audio, it just like it's not saying that's not working. It just there's no sound coming through the video capture soundbar. I don't know if that's a monitor thing because like usually I have it plugged into the TV, but I couldn't reach the webcam for the to go to the TV, so I plugged it into the monitor. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if it is. There is sound, but I don't know if it's just picking up our chat through it or it's picking up the chat and the game music. Usually I just have an all audio through the TV. Hmm? I think when I plug out, I don't know if it shouldn't be the Bluetooth because that's what I usually use. But if I plug out the Bluetooth and just leave it connected, the headset connected through the normal audio jack, it will pick up the game sound, but I can't, it won't output the game sound through the headset back. You know, like loop it back through the other way, like. Kind of confusing, really. But the PS4 one. Hmm. Hmm. The PS3 one? I haven't played that one. I played the PS4 one though. And the Vita. Alright. Well, maybe there's not any use to going back to it, maybe. Actually, okay, now it's playing the yeah. I looked through the live stream. It's playing the music, but now I can't hear our chat through it, which is strange. Or maybe it's your end, maybe because you know the way it's the shared thing. Maybe that could be as well.
Get back!
Celine!
Hmm. Oh, I'm getting drop frames.
Not here.
Hmm.
Not without seeing everyone again.
For some reason, again, random drop frames now. Like it was ground for like 10 minutes. And when I started it earlier, it started off with like 100%, and I had to work its way down to like 10% or less. I'm not sure.
Elise!
Well, it's 2.5. It's still okay, I think, because usually if it's like 2%, it's okay for PSO.
Yeah.
But it's still going up.
See you
It's
later.
the same
Cross
settings that I use for the PC, like for the bit, like, so it shouldn't be bad. Because if I'm playing like on the PC, it never unless it's just for the first few seconds and it goes down. I think it's going down. Oh.
Are we Safe?
Oh yeah, I already had I had pre-ordered. I think. Oh, I had it pre-ordered the night it just got released. It's like, oh, this is coming out. I'll pre-order, and then I think the next day they're advertising the pre-order kind of ad.
Who did that?
So we're not even finished the whole series yet. Apparently, we're only like halfway.
Reen!
Yeah, you see the map. It's like.
Reen!
Apparently, he said there's 3 arcs still to come out. Well, what's that? Another 9 games or something?
Whew! Made it without a second to spare.
Hmm.
Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried.
Hmm.
I don't want to even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time.
Yeah. Really?
You aren't hurt, are you?
Hmm. I still.
Your Highness?
Ouch.
Tovo.
Maybe got DC'd.
And
Reen, stay right there!
No, Orochi or.
Please, tell me you're all right.
Hmm.
You look so exhausted.
Hmm.
Who's she?
Elise? It's really you.
I heard about that. Yeah, like it was like, yeah, this wasn't going to happen.
I feel like I'm dreaming. I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Reen, please!
Did you guys enter the competition?
There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength.
Hmm.
We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
Did you ever see that meme someone created? It's like I like brother. I do adore these Trails of Cold Steel games. Yes, I too, brother, enjoy Senno Kaseki. And it's like Citra, Bob, and Mel, like just looking at each other.
I'm just so glad you're all right. But how did you know I was
Yeah.
here?
What I do is I played Cold Steel 1. What did I do? I think I went up as far as not the full ending of Cold Steel 2, but just after the main story. Took a break, played Zero and Ow, and then went back to finish the epilogue because I thought it was like I thought there was a big spoiler, so I left and I was like, oh no, it's just what he said. I was like, oh okay.
As my
But
consciousness
playing it
began
that
to
way is
fade,
actually pretty cool. Like, you
I
know, when
heard a
you're in.
distinct voice resound in the back of
Wait,
my mind.
who said they didn't play Cold Steel yet?
A voice with all the
Alright,
gravity of
or
steel,
is there a.
and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth.
Or maybe it's the guy that left. Maybe the guy that got DC'd, maybe he said it. I
And
think.
as I listened,
Or did he
I
say
could feel
he didn't play
myself
the
being
other ones?
beckoned towards the wheel of fortune.
Alright. But like, looking back when you're playing that, like, you know when you're at Guerrilla Fortress and you see the demolition from the, what were they called again? The Aeons, wasn't it? Aeons. And then you go back and you play from the other side of the story and it's like, oh, so that's what happened. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Hmm. It's like people that just came into the game. What the heck is that supposed to be? That's not even relevant to the story. People that played all the games. Yeah, I know what that is. That was like me with when I first tried East. Like the first one I got was the Arc of Nepotism, and like it was my first game, so I didn't know what it was, and I didn't realize how rare to get that game physically was, and I'm kind of kicking myself now for giving it back to GameStop when like 2 years after I got back, and I was like, ah shit, I could have got saved that game. Yeah. What you think of the ending of 4? You've played 4 as well, haven't you? Oh, I was gonna say something, so I better not then. I played all of them, but I still have to play the last bit of the third. Which is strange because you'd think I would complete that, but I just keep forgetting because it's not a portable game. It's just like, oh yeah, I have to still have to complete Trails in the Sky the third. Hmm. Hmm. I remember when I got to near the ending of the third, you hear about Kevin's backstory. I was like, Jesus, fuck's sake.
Celine.
I always thought he might have an Irish accent for some reason. Maybe because he's just a priest and his name is Kevin.
This looks just like my room.
But not like a normal Irish accent, like a stereotypical accent. Like, you know, in GTA, where I think it was 4 or 5, and one of the missions you had to rescue this like Irish person with a very least stereotypical Irish accent. Hmm. What's your actually? Here's a question. What's your most broken setup for any character?
I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now.
mine was Laura
everything
Tank.
that happened in the mountains.
I've seen people giving Reen on Focus 4 max strength of 9,999. I was like, how the fuck do you get it that high?
Oh, you finally woke up?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess.
I think my highest attack was 3,200. I think that was at Laura. I gave her like you know, like attack 3 or attack 4, whatever the highest one is, and plus any other stat boost. So she had Taurus, so first damage would do like double. But then I gave her what's the mini version that one called? I can't remember what it was called now. It's like Chaos, but it's for attacks. Oh, Domination. So like first attack is quadruple damage.
I slept more than I meant
Or
to,
even more
actually.
if you like.
You're awake.
Oh yeah.
Elise! Good morning.
Yeah, I did then.
It's
Like
probably
so, like
closer to noon now,
basically
isn't it?
2 tanks. Well, Reen was tank. I think second or third playthrough, because I still had to get for 1,000,000. So I gave him that, which was like a slightly less version of Taurus. But you just have to have full
Elise?
HP.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake. You don't know how scared I was.
I've only tried to
There
play
was all that chaos in the capital,
like either
and
Cold
then we
Steel 1 or
lost
2
all
in Nightmare
contact with
without
you.
New Game Plus.
We had no idea. I'm just so relieved.
When I first got the Japanese version of Cold Steel 1, I actually got, I nearly was, I think it was coming up to chapter 3 and I was like, ah, fuck this. I can't even get past
Sorry.
these two. You know when you have to fight those two giant dogs in the underground dungeon?
I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is easy so far, not much problems. Then they came and they kept double tagging me.
No,
I was like,
no,
alright,
you
let's
don't
put
need to
more buffs.
apologize.
Like, nope, not doing anything.
I knew that
Yeah,
somewhere
it was,
out
yeah.
there you were. Welcome home, Reen.
Hmm.
It's good to be back,
Maybe just dig up.
and thanks.
Yeah, I had to restart the whole
I see
game
our
and
two
then
little
go back up to that
lovebirds are as
part and then
Twitter-pated
start the
as
stream
ever.
again.
Pardon?
So I was like, oh, I have to start this one back on normal now. Normal or hard, whichever one I want to do. And I was like,
Good morning, Reen.
it's just like,
And to
yep,
you
well,
as
I'm
well,
gonna have to like
Elise.
get everything turbo through everything
Hey
and
there.
start a stream
Just
from where I
swinging
left
by to
off.
see how you're holding up.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Oh, you're so silly, Reen. I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that. Your Highness, please!
Well, I'm just glad you're up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least.
Let's go say trails trails in the sky. Or no, just trails. That's the
But I
easy way.
doubt
to
I'd
answer
be
it.
able to say that if you hadn't come when you...
I suppose I owe you my thanks too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
You're both very welcome.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
like
Aw.
another few play like. I play
So
like
you're
the
finally
Tiger
up.
ones as well. Ooh, one game.
Dad! Mom!
Hello,
I could say
Reen.
Trails of Cold Steel 4.
It's wonderful to see you back home.
I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here
I thought
on
it was
out after that.
Maybe there's like few stuff that like. Maybe they thought some stuff was missing from it that needed to be explained, but it was just like, no, I'm just living the moment of nostalgia. Oh look, it's my favorite broken mechanic in Cold Steel 2. The hot springs. I just turned on the game, it's like, holy shit, cool, I'm playing as these characters. And these characters, and it's like... I heard, like, did you hear, like, whoever got the Cold Steel 4 from, you know, the official Falcom shop got it a week early by mistake? Unfortunately, I wish that was me, but I got it from the Dengeki site because they had extra bonuses with it. So like I have my own Rhineford pocket watch. I think it still works. Actually should be okay now. Could be cheeky and say tree. Let's not forget. Oh, what about the timeline before that, where it wasn't them and the main protagonist? It was actually Adele. Or is that a cartoon? Wait, so is Cold Steel a cartoon, or is Cold Steel not based in real place, but it's actually based in a game in Tokyo Xanadu, and we're just playing as someone watching it from their end. I still have to complete that. Like, how long is it now? 2 years? I just got really annoyed and nearly smashed my controller with the, you know, that boss halfway through Misty Witch. I was like, oh yeah, everyone had problems here. I was just like, but I finally got through it. Like, I took a day off or two and then went back. And I was like, thank God it's done. I was just her, I think. It's just because she keeps duplicating herself every 4 health. I think that's just normal. Also, someone had a video on YouTube, like, going on, like, talking about the Trial series and like how good it is, but for some stupid reason he had gameplay of Tokyo Xanadu and it ruined one of the characters, and he was like, oh, right. Like, it ruined. It could be. He was playing with the character that was I can't remember who his actual name is, but oh no, he's playing Tokyo Xanadu, but he was going on about Trails and Trails and the Trail series. But he was playing the character that was you know, what's in it, White Shroud. But was also after when you find out who White Shroud is, I was like, oh, damn. Yeah. I wish there was like a cosplay group where people, like, there was just 3 people dressed up, and it was like Riksha as dressed up as In, and then there was like White Shroud, and then there's also, oh, who's left? I know there's another, oh yeah, and then C. That'd be a cool group. I remember, oh, I wonder can I break this game again? Oh crap, isn't the pre-order for 9? Looks like Dougie got more a little bit hipster with the ponytail. Troll. Yeah. Maybe he got a bit older and weaker. Hey Adol, I know. Hey Adol, I know I'm a bit too strong, so I found these cushion gloves that soften my punches. He just like flexes his fist tighter and it just bursts and like, oh crap. You ever get any weird glitches in Cold Steel 2? I had a visual glitch. I don't know how I did it. Well, you know when you're going against DeVille and McBurn in what you call Eustace's house? think it was Yusa's house. You know where Deville goes and she gets really pissed off and then they both leave till you win. Oh yeah, Doobly, yeah. Doobly and I think it was Mick Byrne. Oh no, Mick Byrne didn't actually take part. He was there but he wasn't in the fight. He was just watching and he got bored and left. But what I did was I went into Overdrive.
I wasn't expecting
and
to
then
find the two of you together.
Another way it says Overdrive will be cancelled if you switch character. So I switched character. Overdrive, I think I cancelled, but the background was still in Overdrive, and also the character sprites were invisible.
Well, it's quite cold outside, so
And I
I
was
thought
like,
I'd come
oh
and give
dear,
Celine some warm milk.
I don't even know where I'm gonna attack. I was like, I'm just gonna keep attacking wherever it's let me select, and then eventually I won the battle and I reset it, and I was like, oh thank God.
I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen. The steam here is plenty to keep me warm. Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
I told her nothing of. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe it. Is something the matter?
Nope, not.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though.
I remember I was trying the
Anything,
fishing in
I
the
should be
Japanese
the one
one,
who owes you.
and it was
What do you
actually
mean?
a bit harder for the last
Nothing.
one especially
Forget I
because
said
it was
anything.
60 frames and you couldn't button bash as much
I'm
as
not
the 30
slowed down a
frames.
little now, so I'm
But
going to have
for
some.
some reason
Thank
when I was
you.
doing it in English ones it felt it wasn't that hard. I don't know if it's because I got used to it
Back on it. Didn't Elise
or
later say
something
she's...
else, but it just felt the same as like if it didn't make it harder.
That better not have been who I think it is.
Think about it. I
Give
think
me
I'm
that look. I
missing
wouldn't
two
have let
fish
her
and
in there if I
both
didn't
three.
think it was safe, you
Or is
know?
it four? No, it's three I think.
I
Don't know
was
where they are.
desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
I can't believe you. She could have...
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial. It didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough. I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
You're sorry. You...
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did.
Apparently,
like I said before,
if
I
you
want to
wanted,
make
you
your
can
stay a
get Sean
comfortable
Chiplock to do like
Whatever you...
voice lines
It's
for
okay,
like
really.
streams and stuff, right? And he's okay with it.
Why are you sorry?
Well,
I could
she
do
does
it.
genuinely seem to
Don't know
regret
what
what
to
she
say,
did.
I know one guy I'm
I really
subscribed
do
to.
have-
Like, he got him
compared
to
to her,
say a few lines for his podcast. Also, at the time, I didn't realize that I met Sahad. Like he was at a convention over here in Ireland, but like I think this is before Isai. But I looked up, I was looking up the voice actors for Isai, and I recognized the names. Like, holy shit! I actually met Sahad before he was Sahad. You ever see that video where someone completes Isai within 20 minutes? Don't you, like, you know that first boss you do with the dinosaur? You can, you know the way there's an exit but you can't go over it? Or you can't go through because it's blocked off with a boss spell? But if you do a continuous movement with Sahad, like, where just like the first two hits, and you cancel it, you do first two hits, every seconds he gets higher and higher. It's an invisible wall, but like, there's a limit where you can actually go over that invisible wall and just continue the map. Well, you can skip the boss and go on to the next part of the game and find something there as well, I think. Still have to get the 2 last trophies in that game. So annoying. I misread one trophy and I was like, oh, heck. I was doing the one for like the nightmare mode. I was like, I thought it said complete the game in nightmare mode, and I was just like, okay, that's easy. I'll just skip everything. Read the trophy again after I didn't get it. I was like, complete the game in nightmare mode with the true ending. I was like, oh, fuck.
If you've come to thank me for saving your butt again, Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the ones you should be talking to.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me, though. I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me. Just goes to show what bracers can do, I guess.
About that. I wasn't actually the one who found you.
You weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you, then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were. I figured it couldn't hurt to go take a look, and sure enough, there you were.
That's strange. I wonder who it was.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice. Nah, that's not really true. It was kind of familiar. Maybe. Whatever. No use dwelling on it. Right now, we've got bigger problems to tackle than mystery callers. There's the...
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Have you
Yeah,
and the
ready
rest of
for
the
a
guild been
CS3
doing
then?
much?
Well, we've been trying. We're pretty limited
big
on
roller
what we
coaster.
can do. Partly because we've all been... I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay. Sarah included.
It sounds like things have gotten even more serious since I was away.
Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it. As it stands, the
Oh, yeah,
Noble
'cause we all
Alliance
thought
has the
it would be
overwhelming
December or
advantage.
something, wouldn't it? And then
With
it's
the
like they were
Imperial
like,
Army showing
actually,
no
no, it's
signs
gonna
of
be like in 3
surrendering to
months.
them.
I see.
Oh, and another thing you might hear. We've been getting reports of a few Jaeger corps taking part in the war too.
Well, what?
Even members of
Nintendo's saying the
Ouroboros.
next 2 protags are going to be like Ouroboros members or ex-members. That could be interesting.
Ouroboros. That secret society?
That's the one. Jaeger's being employed here in Erebonia is nothing new, but
And
there's
wonder
way
if that's
more of them here these
probably-
days.
Oh no, you
As
haven't
for
heard about that.
Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up
Well, that's
trouble
not
of their
really a
own.
spoiler.
And then there's the fact that
um,
Erebonia isn't the
I
only
think
place
it's in
with
3.
problems right
You'll
now.
get and
Crossbell's full of them
you'll
too.
hear something about something called Randa. It's like
There's so much to
Caliber's
freak out
version
about
of
these
the
days.
Arcus.
Sorry, you've got enough on your plate without me dumping all this on you, huh? Try saving all those bad thoughts you got piling up for another day, okay? You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do after that.
Sure. Thanks, Toval. You're probably right. You're just a fountain of good advice, huh?
I've just got a few years worth of life experience on you, that's all. Oh, and while I'm giving you good advice, why not take a dip in the hot springs? Could be a nice way to clear your head.
It probably would. Hasn't let me down before.
Which
Maybe I should pay a visit to the Phoenix Wings later.
Wait, I must have used that one last game. Wasn't it such a pain to get the 1 million Mira trophy in PS1? Well, yeah, I found it was harder, but then it's just very like, oh wait, I have like a bunch of these S-Palm baits, and they give you like, what was it? They give you like 80,000 Mira each. Yeah, oh no, they give you lots of SEPA for each battle, and it's just like, wait, how much do I have? It's like, oh, I definitely have enough after this to get the trophy. It's like, thank God.
She's praying so intently. Thinking about it, she must be even more distressed right now than I am.
Why, hello, Reen! You're looking rather well today. Much better than you were yesterday, at any rate.
I feel loads better, actually. Thanks. How about you? Are you managing all right here? I'm guessing life in a tiny village like this is harder than you're used to. If there's anything I can do to make things easier for you, though, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, not at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs are oh so soothing. To say nothing of your mother's spectacular cooking. I'm having the time of my life here.
Yeah, I entered into a competition for Cold Steel 3 for the jacket and stuff. And then I heard afterwards it's only for North America and Canada. I was like, oh, this sucks.
I almost envy Elise for growing up in such a wonderful place.
At least I still got my student ID.
I'm happy to hear you still.
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with
At
you
least I got a
here.
student ID.
Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do that now, do they? I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting that Ashen Knight. Perhaps I might have the chance once he wakes up?
His delivery address is...
I suppose I can
The
do.
contest, it's in Canada, but his address is in Korean. What?
Well...
I'm sorry, but Roswell is not a real country. Oh, I can't.
I realize I'm the last person who has any right to say this. But there's no need to force yourself
Yeah, I was
to
like,
bottle everything up
enter
and
in
know
your
how worried
Cold
I
Steel
am
3
about my classmates, so
turn to
I can only
contest, please
imagine
enter
how
your
you
address.
must
It's
feel.
like, please. I was like, well, what's like the first part is like, please give us. You know, the last part is back or cross.
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be royalty.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be getting all worked up about something like this, but just thinking of what my family must be going through is just too much to bear. Cedric and we had a fight on the morning it all happened. I was planning to make up with him that evening, but I
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him. I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. In the meantime, there's no need to force yourself to seem like being apart from them isn't bothering you. Royalty or not, no one would blame you for being worried or upset. And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
Thank you. I'm fine now. I hope I don't sound ungrateful, but I think you should be spending more time with Elise rather than me. This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality time together. I'd hate to take that away from her.
Why? I mean, it's true that she's a little more dependent on me than you'd expect for a girl her age. But that doesn't mean she needs me hovering around her all the time. Then again, she did seem more shaken up than usual. Maybe you're right. I should try and cheer her up while I still can.
That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, this is so difficult on a fair maiden's heart, I hope you know. You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more!
Why? This spot looks perfect for fishing. Not bad. This spot looks perfect for fishing. You really can't beat an outdoor hot spring. Feels like all the fatigue that's been building up inside me is melting away. I don't think I realized just how exhausted I was until I came in here. Still, what am I supposed to do now? Chancellor Osborne's been shot, the capital's been occupied, and now even Trista and the Academy are under the Noble Alliance's control. Then there's Crow. I was practically a joke. I didn't stand a chance against him. Even borrowing the power of something like a divine knight wasn't enough to fight him on equal terms. Far from it. It was hopeless from the start. I didn't realize before, but he was holding back against me the whole time. Even without that trump card of his, he could have defeated me effortlessly. And yet there was me, all happy, thinking that I'd won, right before he knocked me back with a single blow. If only I wasn't so weak. If only I'd been able to hold my ground, maybe things would have been different. Instead, I ended up running away and leaving everyone else behind. There's no point in blaming how things ended on Celine or Valimar. None of this is their fault. This is all on me. Because of that, I've lost everything. I'd finally found a place where I felt I belonged, and people to share it with, and I lost it all. I thought my life was finally gaining some direction, but now I feel totally lost again.
Reen? Sorry if I'm bothering you.
Elise, did you want to use the springs too?
I heard you were here. So I thought that perhaps I could come and join you.
I mean, I know we used to come in here together when we were kids. But we're a little old for that now, don't you think? I'm not so sure it's the best idea.
Please, we're siblings. There's no need to feel so self-conscious. And you must be exhausted after all that's happened. So I thought the least I could do was come and wash your back for you. The water's nice and toasty, huh? Truth be told, I haven't taken a dip here for some time. I'd forgotten how pleasant it was to sit here and admire the snow.
Yeah, same here. Bathing during the fall when the leaves are changing has its charms, but something about watching the snow really relaxes me. And it's plenty relaxing even without a bottle of sake in hand, despite what Master Kafai might tell you.
He's always been a heavy drinker. To say nothing of the fact that Father can never turn down the opportunity to help him finish a bottle or three whenever he visits.
I'm sorry. You came out here because you were worried, didn't you?
Oh no, not at all. That wasn't why I came here at all. It's just that...
You're not the only one. It's like everyone I meet has to go out of their way for me. It's how things have been for my whole life. How everyone feels like they have to be around me.
What do you mean?
It happened the day Dad picked me up in that blizzard 12 years ago. It happened the day when I lost control and scared you 8 years ago. It happened the day Master Kafai cut short my years of training. It even happened only last month, when everyone risked their lives so that I, and I alone, could be saved.
That's not...
Looking back on my life, I've been too fortunate for my own good. All I've done is bask in the kindness of everyone I know, giving nothing worthwhile in return. On the contrary, I've brought nothing but misfortune to them instead. Like a... I don't have the right to be treated kindly. I don't deserve to have others putting themselves out for me. Not when I seemingly can't do a thing to return that kindness and am too weak to fight for them when they need it most. None of this should have ever happened. If I'd known it would, if I'd known things would ever become like this, then I'd never have gone to the academy to begin with.
Stop. Do you seriously mean all that you've just said? The right to be treated kindly? And who exactly decides who has that right, whatever that's supposed to be? I don't look out for you because I expect something in return or because I want you to defend me. Acts of kindness aren't debts to be repaid. I look out for you because I care about you, because you're important to me. And I'm sure that Mother, Father, Master Kafai, your classmates, and all of your other acquaintances feel the same. So please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't say that you don't have the right to be treated kindly. Of course you do. You just don't realize it. You care so much about the people who matter to you. So why can't you understand that those people care just as much about you? Think back to that day when you were separated from your classmates. What kind of expressions did they have when you parted from them?
They... They were smiling. They all believed that we'd see each other again. That no matter what happened along the way, we'd all be reunited. And that one day, we'd move forward together as a class again, just like we did before. Maybe there's nothing wrong with feeling lost and impatient from time to time. I believe in all of them, and if they see me as worthy of their trust, then I'd like to try and believe in myself too. We're classmates, and more than that, we're friends. So long as I keep moving forward, I'm sure that somewhere, someday, our paths will cross again.
I think so too, Reen.
Thanks, Elise. I feel like you gave me exactly what I needed to move forward.
You don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything. All I did was remind you of something you already knew. It was your time at the academy that gave you what you needed. I admit, I am a little envious of your classmates, though.
Still, I'm really thankful to have you in my life. I might not be the most dependable brother in the world, but I'd appreciate it if you kept looking out for me. And while it might be a ways away, I'll keep striving to be an older brother you can be proud of.
I'm always proud of you, you know? And of course I will. I see all's well that ends well. Your Highness?
And you've brought Celine, too.
Hope you don't mind us barging in. What brings you here? I heard that you were both here from Toval, so I thought I might come along and see how everything was going. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to help cheer up Reen? And oh, what a heartwarming sight I happened to stumble upon during my humble quest. Considering you were waiting for the perfect time to make your grand entrance, stumbling is a stretch.
You were waiting?
Were you listening in the whole time? Elise, have you ever known me to be so unladylike? But I see you've done a fine enough job for the both of us. Oh, the bond between siblings is truly a miraculous thing. Not only do you share an unwavering kinship, but you'll always have the tender embrace of skinship within reach. I'm so jealous.
I appreciate your concern, though. Still, Elise is one thing, but I'm not entirely comfortable sharing the springs with you, Your Highness.
Oh, come now, Reen. This is the bath. Ranks are stripped once our clothes are, as far as I'm concerned. That being said, may I join Elise in washing your back as well? This would make the perfect chance for us to finally strengthen our bond as honorary siblings. Wouldn't you agree? Your Highness, please! I'm sorry, okay?
Huh?
About, you know, things. I'm not exactly all that cognizant of human feelings and the like. Emma often points out as much. thinking back, I have done some things that were probably quite insensitive in your eyes.
Look at you.
Huh?
If anything, I should be the one apologizing. I shouldn't have taken my frustrations out on you like that. Can you forgive me?
Forgive you? Why would I need to? Ugh, I really don't get you sometimes. What was that? That sounded like...
I know exactly what that was. It's that magic knight we ran into on the way down the mountain.
I had a feeling Toval's art wasn't enough to finish it off. But the fact it's still active isn't the only problem. It sounds like it's coming this way. Please, allow
Sure
me.
thing. Here I go.
Yeah, we'll put it in.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me!
I can do this! There!
I'm up! 1, 2!
Here I go. Sit. Okay, it's safe for now. Are you all right, Elise?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Just warms your heart, doesn't it?
If you say so.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Bring it on. My turn.
Please, allow me! There!
Sure thing.
Here I go. Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, a dead end? We should cross the bridge we just passed.
The wind seems to be picking up.
We should hurry before the sun begins to set. It sounded close.
Best get yourselves ready.
Watch out! This is a tough one! Let's move! Here goes! Overdrive! All right, let's do this!
Understood. Sure thing.
Now! Got you! Here I go! All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me.
Right! Oh, Goddess. Grant us a healing rain.
Thanks!
There.
My turn! Ha! Now's our chance!
Gotcha. I'm up.
Please, allow me. There!
Let's move!
Ready to go. Try this. Fire!
Here I go! There! Ha! That's that. Let's keep moving. Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Tristram. Wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Reen?
Elise, Tomo, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
to rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
All right, you ready?
Let's go!
It's working! Keep it up!
Turn! Let's go!
That's it! Just a little more!
Turn! Now! Destructive impact!
He did it!
Thank goodness! I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Reen. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Reen!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry. I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it. And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
That can't be.
Oh, not now. Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Reen.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Reen's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you. I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area, and that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective, though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? And what happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Reen.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Noble Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though. Emma's in hiding now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Alborea are here. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Jaegers? In Ymir?
Her Highness?
Damn it.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
How dare she act like this is all some game!
Let it go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest of Ymir are in real danger if we don't get moving.
Right.
First questions.
wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's all right.
Let's just hurry.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots. Try and stay calm.
Are we going to make it in time? Oh, heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide.
No, I forgot you got more. Waiting.
Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are.
We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea. We are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman!
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
But please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them! Who are you?
Uncle Teo!
Darling.
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer. And I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Asade, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's fire everywhere.
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness! Father? No!
The hell?
Reed! No!
What the? How? Gah!
Reen?
Die. Whoa. He's a monster.
Reen! Reen, don't! Don't lose yourself to anger! That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Reen. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine, too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us! Oh, thank goodness. Are you back to normal? Reen, speak to me. Are you all right?
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's all right. It's all right. You came back to me in the end. And that's all that matters.
Elise. I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia! Are you all right, Auntie Lucia?
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alberea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened, but if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
You will descend the mountain as you are. And you will report to Duke Alberea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother. We will.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through. Duke Alberea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Misty, are you?
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk! She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight. What?
Ooh, volcano.
Elise! Your Highness!
Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch. While she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you, but struggle on and overcome them. And I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus? Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights? Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures. But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance.
Please, I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our Alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen. To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid. Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you. Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordine isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Corellia off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did. They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present. Gilead Osborne has fallen. No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. This great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers. Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form. A land ruled by nobles.
As you wish.
I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point. Give it some thought, won't you?
Understood.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you? I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side. Plus, you know, your brother's out there too. It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster. And I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got. But ultimately... unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
You're so right.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
Still, this is how wars are fought.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
Just don't forget. We're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I can help.
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
The end. I'm part of the trailer all the time. I think I'll end the stream there. I'm not sure how far I streamed. I don't know what time was, but I'll be back later maybe. See you again.